$10 is what cost Jelani his life. $10. Think about that.
Killed over $10. A family devastated after their loved one is gunned down while selling water along 8th Street in Midtown on Saturday. Investigators have not released a motive, but friends of 18-year-old Jelani Pless tell them he was selling water when a teen with a different group tried to sell to the same person. That customer giving Jelani the $10, which led to a fight. Friends say the other teen left, then returned with a gun and started shooting. Police say they've secured a warrant for the teen they believe pulled the trigger.
Deadly crash. An SUV smashed into the emergency room at Piedmont Hospital in Buckhead Tuesday morning. One person died. 4 others were hurt. Atlanta police say a 75-year-old driver lost control, crashing into the building. The driver was not hurt.
I'm Alice Barr. For the 3rd straight day, members of Congress will be briefed on Capitol Hill today amid growing demands for answers about allegations that Russia offered cash bounties to the Taliban to kill U.S. troops in Afghanistan. NBC News has confirmed that top White House officials knew about that intelligence as far back as 2019, though the White House continues to insist President Trump was not initially informed because the intelligence was in dispute.